All right, people. Good morning, good morning, good morning. And we have just got started. Let me pop some music on. So we can't start. We can't start without the music. Okay, so we're actually long pound on a different account. I'm going to go on what's going on at the moment. We're going to go through the markets. We're going to see what we're looking at, all of this stuff. So I'm actually long right here. It's quite a big monthly level, that red one. So we'll have to see what happens when it gets up there. But that is what we are. Oh, you can't see that. Hold on a second. Sort this out. There you go. So that's what we're looking at. Seems the computer's having a little bit of a funny one today. So expectation that we do push up a little bit higher, break out all of these highs, probably aim for these highs anyway. All of this has been taken out. All of this, liquidity, all of this stuff has been taken out. We're just stuck in a nice range. We had a breakout of the range and a retest on top of it, as you can see. So we had a breakout of the range, change of character from this area, retest prior highs pre-break. That's the reasons why we've got long. Then we're looking for a 1 to 2 risk to reward ratio. If we look at something like that, touched into the 50, push up, 1 to 2 risk to reward ratio. Super simple. Markets, there's 3 minutes till opening. This could be an awful trap. As you know, on London sessions, on London Opens, market likes to kind of like induce everybody to come in, takes out all of the London highs, then just basically does something like that and takes out all of the Asian lows. And this is what people would call a turtle soup. So this could happen. So we're just paying attention to it right now. We'll see what can happen. Of course, we've already taken out all of the all of the Asian highs. We've already taken out all of the Asian lows, and that's why this is, for me, a nice trade to take out all of those Asian highs. So it's actually the opposite of this. But that's what we're looking at the moment. Now we're going to go through some different ideas. At the moment, I'm not seeing too much when I came into the market this morning. Let me put up the economic calendar. So housing stats, building permits of the month of June. Don't know how relevant that is. Yesterday I was in quite a big trade and I got slipped like crazy. And it's my own fault because I actually was trading this. But it was quite mixed. I think it was quite bullish for the dollar in general, but there was a lot of volatility that came through from these jobless claims. So jobless claims came in less, so which is supposed to be better for the dollar. More people that are employed. There was a consensus that it would actually be higher, so higher jobless claims from previous, but it actually came lower, so bullish for the US dollar. And the same as a continuing jobless claims, there was actually less, so more people. It's actually the same as what it was before. They were expecting an expectation for it to come higher, so more people haven't found jobs or anything like that. It just came in just a little bit higher anyway, so it looks pretty good. So having a look at gold, we're all pushing up. Everything's pushing up against the dollar at the moment. We've had a gap down on the dollar. We've had a nice ceiling of resistance, and swing failure pattern at the top here, then a push down. You know, so we're stuck really in this particular range. So anything really within here is just, you know, we're just range bound. Okay, this can do stuff like that. It can do whatever it wants to do until it actually fully breaks, and then you have quite a bit more of a break of structure. Let's go on a 4 hour. We're still with the EMAs. We're still following this trend up. Okay, so everything is kind of following up. So anything really that is bouncing off these EMAs, it's still classed as bullish market structure. So just got to keep an eye on that. Let's have a look on Euro. So Euro, again, I've tried to catch a long on Euro quite a few times over this last week. We're in a descending channel on a macro time frame. While we're in bullish market structure, we're just basically waiting for that push out and the change in order flow. I do think we're going to get that next week. We're going to keep an eye on it, but that is my plan. That's what I think is going to happen on the Euro. So we're gonna have to keep a watch on that. Who have we got in the chat? My man Dino. Lovely to see you, mate. Lovely to see you. Okay, so market is just open. So Dino, we're in a pound. We're in a pound long at the moment. Pound USD long. That's what we're looking at. Let me know what you're trading. USD Canadian. That was a nice little trade there. So flag pattern, break above. You'd have your target at the top of the flag. So like that. That would have got you about 13 pips. It's a nice trade if you could have got that. Not sure where USD wants to go at the moment. It could go both ways, to be fair. Could go both ways. It looks like, to be honest, on most charts, we've come to these highs, and now we've just broken down. We've broken in a structure. So in my opinion, the order flow has changed from kind of bullish order flow now to more of a bearish order flow. We've come into this area as well. We've come into this nice little gap, filled it. Could this be in the start of maybe that return back down to these levels from prior week? I really don't know. It's been a tricky trading week, to be honest. Euro Australian. So we had a trade yesterday on Euro Australian. So this was the trade. This is what we were looking at as well. So if we go on to the 1 minute, that was the trade that we were looking on Euro Australian. We're quite lucky that we got out where we got out, because I think it was there. I can't remember no, it was this trade here actually. I think it was. Dino, you probably could correct me if I'm wrong, but I think it may have been this. So we actually got into the trade right there, and we got out literally up here. I think that was the original trade. That was the original trade. So we got that, and then it just kind of sold off, consolidated. I got caught in this because I did do a re-entry on a different account, and I got caught on this big time. I got slipped like crazy. I had like a 3% slippage. My stop was under here. I was already in nice profits from this candle. News popped out, boom, took me out right here for 3% or 3% loss, which is crazy, to be honest. And now we've just sold off on Euro AUD. Let's get off the 1 minute. Okay, pushing up on So yen pairs are quite slow. I do think this has potential to go back up, if I'm honest. This is still bullish, or still, you know, market flow is still pushing up. Come back out down into a nice area like that. To be honest, you probably could expect something like that. Take out all these highs, maybe even a retest like that. These are all options that somebody can take. All valid options. Yeah, Euro's pushing up. I see it's starting to make that break, retest, continuation of prior day highs, prior highs pre-break. What else we got? Pound pairs, pound US dollar. Okay, that's what I'm already in, and that's pushing up. That just looks super clean. My take profit is right there. So again, I don't know how many times I'm going to have to scream it out, but the retests on prior highs pre-break. Retests on prior highs pre-break is just... scream it. You want to break retest strategy? Break retest to prior highs pre-break. That's your go-to, mate. That is your go-to. What else have we got? That's on a 1 hour. Let's have a look on a 5 minute. Maybe we can get in a small trade here on Trade Locker. I think we can do that. Just a really quick one. Nothing, not holding it for too long. That's a Great British Pound, AUD. Let's have a look and see what it. I think it's already moving. Is it? Have we got, how much room have we got in that? If we can get a retest, then I'll definitely get in. Take out these highs. If we can get a retest. Okay, that's it. Let's go. Let's get in. Okay, we're in. Stop loss. Under the lows. Take profit. Up here. Boom. We're in. Okay. Retest prior highs pre-break, onto the level, onto a 50, onto an EMA. So we've got quite a lot of confluence here. We've also got the 5 minute as well, 5 minute 200 EMA. We've also got overall come into an area of demand. So overall this looks good. I do like this. Let's just see if we can get that that push off that we're looking for. Yeah, nice push off. So we've got pound dollar stalling as well, just slightly at the highs. Where's my stop loss? It's not good. Where's my stop loss? Don't know why that's not been put in there. There you go. Stop loss is in. Let's try this music. Let's put the Dutchman on. Okay, we're getting a little bit more movement. The retracements, if we have a look at the pips, how many pips on these retracements? So 7. How many pips on these retracements? 7. So the retracement is normal. If the retracement now was 10, 15 on top, you know, that would be, for me, a change of character as well, because it's, you know, it's supposed to stay in the same. If you're getting retracements of 10, everything is a retracement of 7777, it's still staying in line of the overall what price is doing. If suddenly there's a change in that and it's suddenly double that, well, there you've got a change in character. You've got a change in what the price is actually doing. Now we're getting a push up. Really nice. Like, this is exactly what we want to be seeing. Stop. Take profit is here. No. Take profit is definitely not there. Take profit is there. Levels within levels. So we're still in this range at the moment. So this will be the range that we want to hold into. We don't want this to break to the downside. If this range breaks to the downside, there's that underneath these EMAs, then that's a sign that we're going to be wrong. It's going to come and take us out. But at the moment, it's holding. It's a good sign. And we're in a 50% of this move. We've got these highs here, these pre-highs, pre-impulse. So this level here. So we'll have to stick some more music on because we're going to be waiting a while. Seems like he's struggling a little bit to push out. Oof. Hey. Great music. I wonder who picks the music. Struggling a little bit. So still stuck in the range. Nothing happening there. So we have a look and see what the other markets are doing. So this is our trade right here. GU, same type of thing. Let's have a look at the crypto market while we wait. Bitcoin, all-time highs. What a cracking. Even broke 123. Insane. Insane. It's yearly candles. Just absolutely incredible. Just absolutely incredible. Solana. Nice push up as well. Let's have a look and see what our position's doing. Position is still... Who is this? We've got a spy. Got a spy in... No, I asked him to come. I asked him to come because I was so lonely, only having 0 people. So we got Jonathan to jump in and keep me company. XRP hit all-time high. Really? Wow, that is that's crazy. I used to shit on XRP as well. Really project I just didn't think was going to do anything. Wow. Came into a 15,618 fib, huh? That's pretty crazy, to be honest. What other coins? Let's have a look at VET. This is an old school coin. Yeah, pretty much doing nothing. Damn, man. Okay, didn't know this. Interesting. So wait, does that mean what was it? I guess that was a bill on cryptocurrencies and stuff like that, yeah? Let's have a look at oil. Not doing anything either. That's on a weekly time frame. We're not bothered about that. Australian Swiss. That's the one we got knocked out of. Finally getting a nice push up. Is this the one that's going to break the range? Oh, shit. Oh, damn, as if I sold all my crypto. No, I'm only joking. I've still got Solana and ETH. I wonder what it's gonna. I do think crypto is gonna get to 140. I think Bitcoin will get to 140. If we have a look, what am I doing? Hold on. I've gotta go on a higher time frame. Yeah, so that's the pool. Came back into this area, hit prior highs pre-break, basically into the 50 fibs, pushing up. I reckon we're gonna get to that 140, man. Camera. Damn, man. Fucking hell, look at ETH. I'm actually now back in profits on ETH. What the hell? My buy was here. I'm actually profitable now on ETH. Look at that. Look at that. And this trade is not going anywhere. May add just a little bit in. Soon as it's not breaking down, just added some more in there. Thought process, if it was going to break down, it would have broke down already. Oh, we got the gang. This is what I'm talking about. That's what happens, guys. You ask your friends to come in to support you while nobody's in the chat. Love it, mate. Okay, so we got a good 20 in there. See if we can get this push. Yeah, I don't know. BT not looking bad, is it? Might not get the retest of previous all-time highs. Don't know. I'm saying it could. I'm saying a long off 112 if it gets there would be quite nice. I doubt it's gonna get. I don't know if it will get there. Yeah. So a break retest of something like that, that'd be really nice. And that'll take us up straight up to 138, 140. Could be a nice play. I find it difficult buying at these levels though. Mentally. ETH is just, if we get a breakout of ETH, let's have a look on a log. So this is what I was looking like on ETH. So we've had retest of those prior highs. Then we've got that kind of don't know, but it does look good. Been getting slammed by other stuff. What other stuff? What are you boys actually thinking? Jonathan, take a look at pound, Aussie dollar. Tell me what you think on that. Change your music a bit. Okay, now we're going. This should be it. I've said this like 5 times, but this should be it. Got a nice build up on that apex. 1, 2, 3 touches. Pounder, Aussie dollar looks short. Great, nice. Damn, son. On, let's get a bit of that momentum. Ideally, if this was the flag pattern, taking the pole, roughly. Does your fiance get annoyed or pissed off that all she can hear is trading view all the time? Or like MT5 alerts going off all the time? I reckon she'd probably get used to it by now, I'm sure. Okay, now we're starting to get a push off. Don't want to be in this trade too much longer. It's taking so long. Here we go. Push. Oh yeah, we've even got a fish emoji. I would say this is a confirmed break of this pattern now. Hopefully we get the retest and then a continuation. We do need to get more guests on there, I swear, though. It's so difficult doing it for... Unless, you know, I come here for the music, to be fair. The music's decent. But I feel lonely. No one to talk to. Nobody to have banter with as well. Like, I have to have banter with myself. Do you know how boring that is? Like, I have to make jokes with myself. It's super boring. Break retest. You are the guests. No, I do. We'll bring guests, and we got something planned for next week. We've got something planned for next week. We still haven't launched. That's the thing. We're launching in like a month. But yeah, it's a tough gig. Streaming to 0 people is interesting. Maybe a clown, call myself John. We pay good money at Funding Rock for guests, by the way. Especially if they're prop firm specialists. Ay. Come on, push up. I want to see what you were looking at on the 4 hour. Let's have a look at pound Aussie on the 4 hour. Yeah, I see what you're looking at. Yeah, I can see why you would think that's a short. That's it. I'm shooting the boy the link. He's getting the link. My guy. Okay, yeah, this is going to be a losing trade by the looks of it. EMA's just been broken. Trend line's just been broken. You've literally, this is the last little area of safety. I'm going to take one trade off. Just because we're going to take one trade off just because it doesn't look as good. Keeping one trade on. What we'll do, we'll add, if it doesn't break and it starts breaking up like that, then we'll add it back in. And then we'll pull in the stops underneath here. That's the plan. No. No. We sent it to LJ. LJ is gonna pop in, keep me company for a little bit while this trade does something. To be fair, when I look at it like this, doesn't look good. Pound trade is okay-ish. That's the pound trade. What's Aussie AUD doing? Thanks, bro. Nice one for popping in. Yeah, that's important. Haircut and shave. Okay, keep yourself looking dapper. Have a good weekend. Okay, so we took one off here. We've still got one in. It's broken these EMAs. Doesn't look as good as what it was before. Oof. Here we go. Oh, the boy. Hold on, I gotta sort the layout out first. then hold on a second. Gotta do it like that. How the bloody hell? This is why I need Mike, you know. Mike is good at all this. Trying to round off these corners. Whatever. I'm just gonna put Mike. Mike's good at this crap. What, the EV Marks? It's so much better than StreamYard, though, isn't it? Wow, now we haven't even got a screen.
There we go.
Hold on a second. There you go. We got a screen now, haven't we?
Yep. You have to add it. There you go. Yep. There it is.
There's the screen. What is going on, big man?
How we doing, mate? How we doing?
Hold on. Let me see if my screen's actually froze. Hold on a second.
How we doing, team? Everyone out there? Not Jonathan, because he's gone.
Evie, what is this stream doing, man? Talk about embarrassing. Hold on. There you go. Let me put some music
Where it's hard to set up in real time, mate. It's like finicky.
Yeah, it's got the
once you get it right.
Once you get it right, it's great. Yeah, but it does have its buggy moments, if I'm honest. So we got your screen's there. There you go. Yeah. What's been going on with you anyway, bud?
Busy. Bunch of outside stuff going on. All getting hit from every side all at once.
Oh.
It's been a pain. But yeah. One of those periods. Murphy's Law type thing, you know.
I love it. It's just like that's just life, isn't it? Because you just oscillate from highs to lows to highs to lows, and you're just like, this life is just going so great at the moment. Nothing can stop it, and then boom, you're like everything can just end up pissing you off.
All at nothing or everything at once. So
yeah,
bit of that.
Swings and roundabouts, isn't it? But
how you been?
Not bad. I've been getting into some really good trades on stream, and then outside of stream, I've been getting smashed, man.
Oh, really? No.
Yeah. Mostly because of my own greed. Yesterday I was trading. I had about
slipped massively, didn't you?
To be fair, I only got slipped massively because I had 80 lots.
Oh.
So I was actually.
So you actually got slipped a tiny bit.
Yeah, I got slipped a tiny little bit, but because it was 80 lots long.
God damn.
Because it was 80 lots long, it was actually quite a lot.
What are you trading the 80 on? What?
It was. Let's have a look. I can't even remember. It was. Euro AUD yesterday.
Okay.
The trade actually looked fairly decent at the time. It was up here, so I was looking at it. I was trading. This is the trade that I had in the morning. I thought, okay, we're gonna have a continuation. So I was long off this area.
Yeah, right.
And then just, so yeah, whatever.
Yeah, because you Aussie got smashed yesterday because the jobs number, right? So
exactly, yeah. So I was thinking it was gonna come up and like maybe complete and take out that area. So that was the idea, and then it just still, to be fair, if you have a look at it, it's still in in play to come up to this area to fill in this, just that break, retested that prior highs here, and then just to kind of trickle up, something like that. So that might have been a bit of a premature area to go long, but it is what it is.
Yeah, I think we were just at like the ATR. I think for the Aussie, it was already stretched. Even when we had the other data for the US, right?
Yeah.
Euro pound moved, Aussie dollar, I think
Yeah.
moved like 3 points, like nothing, just because it was already like exhausted.
Yeah, weird that, isn't it?
Yeah.
I don't know what have, also on like pound and euro recently. It's been this is quite nice though. This is a trade that I'm in on a different account right now. So we've had like this nice light base, head and shoulders ish type of price action, and now we've had a break, and I'm looking for that continuation. But it's tricky, man. Price has been quite tricky to read. I don't know how you've.
Yeah,
how's
what's
it
that
been?
on? I think the screen's like clipping the top of the asset.
Oh, so this is pound dollar.
That's on pound?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's on pound. Yeah, it is. Yeah. No, I agree. I think there is that upside for the pound.
Yeah.
It's gotten absolutely beat down, absolutely slammed from all the gilt stuff.
Yeah.
Right, with the bond market. So
Yeah.
but per what's going on, it's a bit overdone. This is not Liz Truss type moment.
No,
It's echoing the same stuff, and it's like no.
That was that was quite crazy though, because if we actually had a look at what happened when that happened, that was what this was that. What an area to
deleted, dude.
What?
Absolutely deleted.
Yeah. Like I remember a friend of mine actually saying to me at the time, "Oh, I'm going to buy loads of pound here and just transfer all my money into pound." I was just like, "Well, you're silly." now I'm looking at, I'm like, "Well, you know what? That's not a bad move. To be fair, it wasn't a bad move." But
because I guess the logic is you got to bet on for that move to sustain. You got to bet on like the UK pretty much failing. That's actually going to go through, which obviously, wasn't going to, right?
To be fair, if you look at the UK now, do you think I don't look at the UK as being a success at the moment?
No, but at the same time, that it's not like
defaulting.
What are we going to wipe them off the map? Right?
Yeah, they're not defaulting on all of their loans or anything like that.
They definitely have problems. Like, I've talked to Mike about this as well. Like, I was looking up stats for you guys. Like discrepancy in wealth discrepancy, that kind of stuff. I think you're next to like Turkmenistan or something now. It's like, bro, what?
Mate, they're
like 170 out of the 220 odd countries in the world or something.
Wow.
Right? Yeah.
What, for being the biggest wealth gap?
Yeah. And then also with your like real purchasing power, that's dropped way down to 100 and something.
What when we say real purchasing power, that is saying like the inflation rate of the pound compared to the growth of wages?
Yeah, so wages versus your input costs for whether it's housing, rent, all that kind of stuff, plus purchasing power per inflation for general goods, that kind of thing. So, because, dude, you get so many people from the UK coming over here and like, dude, this is so much better. Wages are so much better. It's still expensive to live here, obviously. It's Australia, and your taxes are high.
Yeah.
But your wages are so much better that it makes up the difference,
And the weather's good.
Yeah, exactly.
And
you've got every choice of weather over here. You live in Queensland where it's more sunny, hot, warmer. Sydney is like in between. Melbourne, you go down, they have 4 seasons in one day. It's raining.
See, I couldn't do that, man.
It's sunny. You wake up in winter, and the railings have all formed ice and stuff, which is normally not what you would think about. No
way.
Yeah, and then you can go to Tasmania, and it's like Europe.
all the time.
We've got like twilight, and it's
Wow.
bright outside till like 11 p.m.
Wow.
Right? So you've literally got every single thing, and then you can go to the middle of Australia, and it's like the Sahara Desert, and then you die. But probably not even from the heat and everything.
Well, just from like the animals.
But you'll die from some random animal that'll just
Yo, Australia seems like a wild time.
So,
I'm not gonna lie. It seems super, super wild.
Yeah. Fun place.
Far away. Australia is just so far. It's like 24 hours or something on a plane. Like, it's ridiculous.
Yeah.
And
it's a bit of a trip, yeah.
It is a bit of a trip. And if you're going to go to Australia, you're going to have to spend a lot, like a couple of like a month or whatever there, you know, just to enjoy it.
Oh, at least, yeah. I think you've gone mute. Can't hear you at all. Now you're underwater. Now you're mute again.
No, I'm not.
Yeah, you actually are.
Are you sure?
Yeah, now that's better. Now I can hear you. I wasn't kidding. I wasn't kidding. I was literally sitting here trying to read your lips. Like, what are you saying?
Probably got a little bit of a lag as well, to be fair. Let's have a look. So that pound Aussie dollar, Jonathan was right. I was lucky I actually took out some of that position because I would have got 2 full stops on that. But wow, it's pushing down. So Aussie dollar's getting a little bit stronger. Huh?
Yeah, I think if you look relative performance, Aussie dollar on the day is up 0.35. Pound dollar on the day is 0.12 as just a immediate reference point. Euro dollar is up 0.28. So again, it's that pound dollar still lagging, which then comes back to the gilt market having its troubles.
So let's...
Well, it's not troubles at the minute, but still there's general concern, right?
Let's swap that out then, maybe for an Aussie CHF long. Potentially. And that's pushing up. Oh. Let's see if we can get a... Hold on, no, it's pushing up a little bit too fast. I think we can get in here.
You've got a bit of a trend line coming in on the Dixie as well.
Yeah, I noticed.
We top out here. And
let's have a look. I'm pulling up. Hold on a second. Let me... Okay. Let's see if this works. Good enough.
Nice.
Good enough.
So I got all my drawings on here.
Yeah.
Now currently Picasso.
How are you doing with TradingView as well? Like TradingView, actually, you are starting to like it, aren't you?
I'm getting used to it. I'll put it that way. I like it. I don't know, but I don't hate it anymore.
Yeah.
Put it that way. But yeah, we got wait, is this the what is the CMC market one? There you go.
Okay.
So look at that. Beautiful.
Big smile.
Picasso. It's on the AUD chart. If I go back to DXY though.
Yeah.
If it'll load. Here we are. So again, yeah, we had this structure form, drew that out. We pretty much played through with that. And then it was a question of this trend line. We formed this wedge over the past, weeks and weeks and weeks. And then whether we hit that, bounce off it, continue lower, or breakthrough, tested the underside, came up again. That closed the gap that we had there. Continued back into here, basically a retest, and then continuation, right? And
That's
then
now,
we're pulled back right into that. So it's a question whether we...
How many touches have we had of the trend line?
Down. 1, 2, 3, 4. That was the Jerome Powell thing, right? If you want to...
I remember that, yeah.
And then just right now.
Yeah. It looks like
so we're now starting to edge through it. Yeah, exactly. So then...
Love it, son. This break.
You come back off into this sort of support through here. The body of the Jerome Powell, once we had the close on the 30-minute there. The Jerome Powell freak out of him being fired. And then that comes into that cluster of support that we drove up from as well. So from there, that's what, roughly 97, 94 on this index. So you've got 45 points to the downside, which means euro up.
Yeah,
another
euro and pound up
approximately. Which
my target on pound is 34.62.
Yeah, because that would roughly come in line with the other trend line that's come down through here. On the euro.
Yeah,
and then also into this cluster of like block orders that we've topped at the bodies for resistance.
Yeah,
perfectly sits in there. So that kind of seems the direction.
Yeah,
and then similar deal with the pound.
Same thing with the pound, where you've got your lines, where you've got your support resistance line. What's that support and resistance line just above the first?
That one above.
No, the one below.
The one below.
Yeah, what's that one?
I think they might have gone back over here somewhere. Yeah, that was to these levels that we sort of based out at, and then we had this distribution here that was 38%.
Yeah,
and then we were getting tapped at around the 50.
Yeah,
pulled back through within that, and then drove on. And I think those areas sort of played out through there as well.
Yeah, so that's my target. I think that's a good target.
Then as well, when I looked at on futures, there's a huge volume distribution through these two areas as well. So you got a bunch of order clusters in there.
Wow, everybody's going over to futures, man. Everyone.
No, really. Like I look at futures occasionally just to get, because you can get a data feed, right?
Yeah.
But the trouble with FX is, the spot
CFD.
market and CFD market is way bigger than futures. Whereas gold,
really?
Yeah. Whereas gold, like the CFD, etc., spot market is like 102 billion volume daily.
Wow.
But the futures are like 70 odd. So
does that make a difference though from our feed though? Because the feed is coming from futures anyway, no?
Well, it sort of like it's a mixed feed,
okay,
right, obviously. But as far as you trying to extract pure data, the futures on gold, for instance, are going to be more pure as a percentage of the total trading volume. Right. So then if you want to do FX, you have to take the futures and then go to like a CFD or something and use the tick volume and then cross compare the two to get a mixed
a bit of
picture.
Different price.
Yeah.
Interesting. The only thing I like about futures, especially futures firms, and I'm saying this being Funding Rock as a CFD firm, the futures firms, people have got like 20 accounts on a copy trader. And it's absolutely insane. 20 accounts on a copy trader on one firm is absolutely insane, mate.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know why there's this difference of the futures firms that do that versus. I don't know if it's just
mindset, maybe. I don't know. I don't know. I don't realize it as well. I don't get it as well. It's futures firms that are just 80, but it's like 80% discount on. 80% discounts on the fees, and then 20 accounts. Baffles me, man.
Yeah, it's really weird. I don't know if the say the non-futures players are all just, I guess, they're all in somewhat of the same thing, so they kind of semi-copy each other, and that's kind of just the status quo now, and that's why that is.
Yeah.
The futures players sort of more emerged out of the troubles you had with the US traders, right?
Yeah.
And then so they're trying to put an extra thing to gain traction and volume, so they have to offer something over and above. So that's the only logic I can sort of put to it.
Yeah.
And then obviously once you offer that, people expect that, and then you got to keep sort of going with that, right?
Yeah. What was that thing that you sent me? You sent in the group the other day, the CFTC thing.
Yeah, that was the only thing that I was a bit concerned about. I was like, what?
Yeah.
So yeah, apparently in the US they've started up a specific team.
Yeah.
For that stuff.
Interesting.
Around you can see the clear description that describes exactly the current modern prop firm model.
It seems quite interesting. It seems quite interesting that it's getting attention from people now. I think it's getting big attention as well, because a lot of people as well are coming. It's a massive trend now, especially with people our age and younger, of like trading now is something that's quite popular. You see it on social media, you see it pretty much everywhere all the time. I don't know if that's just my algorithm, but you see it all the time. And
no, definitely in the past 2 to 3 years, people who knew nothing about trading at least know something about trading, or to any degree that they just use it in their vocabulary.
Yeah.
The same way that there was a point where crypto did that, when everyone knew what crypto was and crypto is in the vocabulary, even if they're not necessarily at all invested in crypto or ever actually open a wallet or something.
Yeah.
People then talk about crypto and they understand it. And trading seems to have now gone to that level as well. Because prior to that, often, I'd tell people like trade or something, and people like, what does that mean?
Gambler.
Or they ask some random stuff about, they're just like,
what stock should I buy?
yeah. Or you at a bank or this or that or something else, and then it migrated to, you're a trader, and then crypto or something. I'm like, no, I trade like traditional assets. I dabble in crypto stuff as a side thing, but there's these other assets that have been around for over a century. And so you can see how the vocabulary evolves, and that seems to dictate stuff, which is once things get to like mass size, which the whole prop space now is, as far as volumes, is obviously elevated hugely. And so anything that does that naturally eventually gains the eyes of
regulators. I went on a date yesterday, and she asked me what I do, and I'm like, God, I'm gonna answer this question again. So normally I just say something silly, like, I don't know, I sell oranges, or like I'm,
exactly.
I'm a zookeeper or something like that, But I was like, you know what, this girl, like, I'll just tell her, I trade and I do stuff like that. I'm trying to explain it to her, and then you could just see this level of just like blankness on the girl's face. And I was I've lost her. I'm like, hello, like, wake up. You can't. If we think trading's super interesting, but if somebody doesn't understand it or doesn't know it, it's like the most boring thing to a lot of people.
Yeah, because people think it's like numbers and stuff, and then they get this like weird like accounting type vibe that's just and that, and or it goes to the gambler-esque thing, or the other common notions around finance things since like the GFC, that you're a scumbag or something, so you either get you're boring as hell, or you're a scumbag,
or you're bad. It does get a bad rap, man. It gets a bad rap, 100%. I reckon it's gonna
prototype meme as well of you then get put into a certain category of like your personality and that kind of thing. And it's
I haven't seen that meme.
Okay.
Oh, that would be funny.
Just in general, like that's everywhere across. I guess it's mainly an American thing, but
I wonder where this space is going to go, because I think, especially with like prop firms and stuff, they're getting so big, and now even brokers, everybody's getting involved, and I think it's going to change. I think it's changed already, but it's going to change even more the whole way of people making money in trading, especially retail. Like, I know you trade your own personal account, but I'm like, I don't see the reason why I'll trade my own personal account anymore, to be honest. What's the point? Like,
I guess for me, like, if you're an experienced trader, the point would, and arguably you've got a couple dollars under your belt. Yeah. The argument would be you've got looser parameters, which gives the option for different strategies, more flexibility, that kind of stuff. You don't have, cutoff points, this kind of stuff. I guess that would be the argument. But I think as well, just like you're saying, with the current retail trader these days and where costs of things are, no one can save up enough money to actively trade and make more than
I truly think this, if you want to trade, hi Void, how's it going? Legend. If you truly want to trade your own account properly and make money, I think you need a minimum of 100k. Honestly.
Yeah.
I think anything under that, you're running the risk of trying to risk too much to make a decent amount of money, and by doing that, you're putting your account under risk that you'll end up blowing it, and then you're going into a spiral. And I think 100k is a nice area where you say, you know what, I can safely risk a certain, like a decent amount and make actually some okay money to live off. Anything under that, and I think it will be very, 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 very difficult to actually make a living off it, to be honest.
Yeah, I agree. I think 100k is the like safe level. I think you can do 15-30, assuming you're doing on the side with another job. But then again, like you're saying, once you input things like taxes and stuff, those dollars go way down, and that assumes that you're also not making errors and stuff, so you probably experience to some degree, and et cetera, et cetera. So really, the safer number is closer to that 100 mark, definitely.
Taxes, gosh. You're still not thinking about moving to Dubai?
I am.
Do it, man. We'll take funding role. We'll go live in Dubai.
The main trouble is my partner.
Oh, you can find loads of partners
to deal with that
in Dubai. What's easier to sort out? The taxes or the music?
True.
No, I'm only joking. She's lovely. But
she wants to live in Europe.
Really?
Yeah.
Really? Do you know what? No, I get it. There's places in Europe, beautiful, and such a nice Portugal, Porto, beautiful, so much fun. Where else? Spain now is not Spain. Spain is not what Spain used to be, in my opinion. You know?
She just left Spain. She's now back in France again. She leaves Saturday and then arrives here on Monday. Because like you were saying, it's a very long plane trip.
Ridiculous.
But yeah, so she's been over there now for 8 weeks in Europe. She speaks French. She's been to France a number of times.
Why does she speak French?
Over there for a while.
She just picked it up, or she learnt it, or she partly French?
Just learnt it at school. Yeah. She went to like a it's kind of like a gifted arts school type thing that you got to apply to, and people do music and this and that. There's a couple here which are some for like arts, and then they have another one for like science and math type stuff, and then there's the two.
Normally, if you say like gifted, if you say gifted in the UK, it means something totally different.
Oh, like the other way. Yeah,
the other way. They all like their politically correct way of speaking. So it's like okay, so that's interesting. Like a grammar.
We used to have one of those blocks for those types of kids at our high school.
Yeah.
That were sort of separated from the rest of the school.
Yeah.
And we just called it R block.
R block. R block.
No, R block.
Oh, R block. R block.
Yeah, which you can get the implied. Yeah.
Oh god. No.
Yeah. Of what that meant.
Talk about it's like a total. People talk about apartheid and that, but that's a proper apartheid. You got apartheid in the school is like interesting.
They're separate thing.
I can understand why she would want to live in Europe then, because do you know what? France is really nice. Going out, even Paris is nice, but going outside of Paris, it is beautiful, but it's so sleepy. Like you go around all like the villages and the towns and stuff, and it's just what's going on there? Like everybody's just
isn't
inside.
that like all of Europe pretty much? Yeah, outside the cities. Like even the cities themselves are semi-sleepy compared to the rest of like the Western world, right?
Yeah, it's like
so
come around here and you go out. Everybody's out. Everybody's in coffee shops. Everybody's doing something. And there's people running. There's people surfing. There's people everything. I go to Europe.
Yeah, same thing here, right?
Yeah, it's like busy.
At ridiculous times in the morning, ridiculous times in the evening. Evenings less so, but that's because of legal stuff that places can't be open here, which they need to change the laws. But
no, they did the thing with like after 10 o'clock, like bars and stuff are closed.
So after 12 o'clock here, you can't serve shots, for instance. You have to close all bars at 3 a.m. It's like a lockout law.
Wow.
Which didn't used to be the case, but they brought it in because people are having fist fights in the street after going out, because it's Australia, and people getting hit and stuff.
Yeah.
But then retail stores can't open after 6. You have to special permission to be open after 6. So then everyone closes at 5.
For retail, as in like anything retail?
Yeah. So everyone closes at 5 p.m. Yeah. So that they can then do all the cleaning and the account balancing by the staff that work there until 6.
Yeah.
So obviously the trouble with that is everyone finishes work at like 5, and then all the stores are closed and you can't do anything. And so there's only a very few that have permission to open late. Like you got your supermarkets that are open till 9. You've got like Target, a couple other, but that's like it. So outside of your 7-Elevens, 24-hour convenience stores like service stations, everything else closes. So
baffles me. I don't understand it. It's like what they did in the UK, in London, that they stopped pubs being open for after 10 o'clock, and that just like ruined like central London's nightlife. It's like think of how much money that brought in when it was open, and how much money has gone out of central London because of that. And I don't understand the reason why they would want to do that as well.
Yeah, it's the same thing they did here. It started in Sydney, in King's Cross, which is notorious for a bunch of other, I guess, crime elements there that integrate into the party scene in Sydney, blah, blah, blah. There's a lot of money in Sydney. Obviously, real estate, second most expensive in the world, all that kind of stuff, right? So then they brought that stuff in here. They then brought that over to here as well. It's killed everything. The total number of clubs since they brought it in that exists has dropped 70%.
Wow.
In the entire country. So there's only 30% of the number of clubs since then. And then the revenue drop has been insane.
Wow.
They got rid of it now.
I wonder if it's even helped, because obviously they had a reason why they wanted to do it. They've done something to counteract what was happening, but is it actually solved the issue? Probably hasn't. It's just made it more focused on certain places, no?
Yeah, not really. Because off the bat, it did.
Yeah.
Because then it changed how people drink.
Okay.
Because it just skewed that as people normalized to it.
Yeah.
Then after that, it got worse because now people pre-drink before going out. And then on top of that, alcohol is so expensive now as well. Our part of the cost of alcohol, like 70% of the cost is tax. So if you want to buy, say, a bottle of spirits here, it'll be like $75-$80 for like a decent vodka. For a shitty vodka, it's like $55-$60. and pretty much all of that is tax, right? And then so people then pre-drink,
come
so
out,
they get even more sloshed,
and they're already
and
come out,
after,
and it's already get messy.
And then now, because it's forced that it's 3 a.m. lockout, everyone piles out on the street all at the same time.
Oh, that's ugly.
Even more mess. Right?
Oh, sounds actually quite interesting. Sounds super bad. I shouldn't go.
So
I don't know what I'm like.
Because it used to be when it was open forever. Like some people filter out at 1 a.m., 1:30, 2, 3, 4, 5. You know, just there's a gradual drip feed.
Yeah.
And now it's everyone at the same time, and it's just this chaos. So yeah, it's stupid.
Sometimes I ask myself why they do these things, like why they just let everybody just be open, let everybody do what they want in reason. Police do what they have to do within reason, and then just not stop trying to like control everything, because it's just hurt. They literally just hurt their own economy, and they make things worse. Actually,
I think it's a bunch of Karen types that think what these people are doing is somehow devious.
Why are these people having fun at 3 a.m?
Right? Yeah, and then 2, certain people have the jobs they have, and they have to justify why they have that job, so they have to just do stuff. And so you get this constant thing of just doing stuff, which then gunks up the system. It's like red tape. Whereas a lot of government would be that, okay, this is all good, just don't do anything. But then there's no reason for you to be employed or have that department if there's just nothing to do. So they have to justify their position by doing stuff. You know, so it's just an inefficiency, and this is the whole government inefficiency type stuff.
I wonder how much it like. It's a problem when a lot of the tax money goes to just public pay. You know, it's like, what are half these people actually doing? Where is all the money going? You know, instead of actually developing the country, it's going just to paying people's really high salaries when they actually don't do anything.
Government portion of the past 70 years, I'm pretty sure it has gone up 400% as far as
really. What is that in Australia as a whole? In Australia,
that's the average globally.
What? Okay, yeah.
So in terms of totals, that's as a proportion of GDP expense.
Yeah.
Right.
That just goes to show, isn't it?
They've just gotten massive, gotten bloated, more and more systems, more and more people, blah, blah, blah. The more people, the more systems makes it less efficient, which creates more people to deal with the inefficiencies, and it's just a snowball effect. So
that's why I was like, Elon Musk going into the US, being with the big T, Papa Trump, and sorting things out. I thought that was the best thing that could ever happen, but that ended up in tears. It's like, I think when you have too many big characters trying to do stuff, it's quite difficult. But I thought he was going to do a good job. It's a shame that he's no longer there.
I think they realized, it's really hard to strip it all apart, for one. And then there's all these invested players that don't want it stripped apart. And then that guy gives the nudge to the next guy, which tells someone, no, you can't get rid of that because I'm benefiting. Yeah, so.
Aye. Well, there you go. I think we've been on an hour and a half. I'm going to get off. LJ, thank you very much for coming on to your first, and the first of many, I hope, Funding Rock streams. We've taken a little bit of an L on the positions that we had on, let's have a look, pound Aussie dollar, but it was nice that we got out when we did, because otherwise, it really did push down. We've got a trade open on Aussie CHF, and we'll update obviously on what happens in the next stream. And that is it. See you later, guys. Bye.
Ciao.